What's up, Ali Squad? I haven't given an update because I don't think much has happened. The only thing I could tell you, well, two things I can tell you, is that my hair did start falling out early. And it wasn't my head hair, but my head hair is like little. If you pull it, the hair just comes out. See the hair? Like the follicles are real hard to. You can see it. So the follicles are real hard. They're real weak follicles, the hair follicles. Now you can see the bald spot where I pull the hair from. I noticed because the down there follicles, they were just falling out. So then I was like, okay. I noticed like there was a whole bunch. They were just falling out. So that's how I know my hair started falling out. Odessa was like, I thought it was only the head hair. I said, hair is hair. It's going to go. Like, it doesn't matter if it's from your eyebrows, from your eyelashes, it's everything. So that, I did feel a little sad because, I know what's coming next. So, excuse my son in the background. He's getting ready to go to school. So I do know what's coming next. So yeah. The next thing is Friday is another chemo treatment. This Friday, the 29th. The day before yesterday, on Monday, I had so many things to do. I had to go get blood work done. I had to go get a COVID test. Every time any chemo patient has to go to do chemo, we have to do several days before. We have to do a COVID test, and we have to do blood work because they have to check your white blood count or your cell count to make sure it's not weak. Because if it's weak, like if you don't have a lot of cells or if your body didn't build up an immunity again, then you can't do the COVID test. You can't do the chemo. But I think my body's pretty good. I haven't heard nothing, and today is Wednesday. So we have 2 more days, and I'm just pushing forward. I think for a week and a half, my body was really weak. But after that, I started to feel better. My bones didn't hurt anymore. So I'm hoping it's the same treatment. I'm hoping it's just a maintenance. When I go the 29th, I'll definitely ask the doctor if it's a maintenance, which that means they will give you the same thing all the time. My blood work is standing order. So that means like every time I go, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing. She doesn't want to keep filling out like a paper. So she puts standing order. And that means like every time I just walk in and they do blood work and that's it. So I almost dropped my phone. I also went to the doctor because I still have that bruise on my arm, and it's hard to open my arm because you see that vein right in the middle where it looks bruised, like a little bit of bruise. It hurts to stretch it out. So I saw the nurse early in the morning, right when I was going to take blood. After I was done taking blood, I went upstairs. The nurse looked at it, and they had me do a sonogram because they wanted to make sure that the blood clot was superficial and it wasn't like one of my main veins. Because you can, like if it's one of your main veins, it can go to your lungs. So they just checked, like they went from all the way from my neck all the way up here. They checked all the way down to my arm. And they called me that same day, like right after I left. And they told me, it's a superficial clot. It's not nothing to worry about. So, you have to stay on top of those things because you want to make sure that you don't have a clot that can cause you any more damage, like going to your lungs. Or thank goodness it wasn't on my right arm, on my left arm, because then, I would have to be worried about my heart. So, or my lungs still. I don't know. But I'm just ready. I'm ready for this next treatment. I'm ready to get it over with. You know, I know God, He's protecting me. He's keeping me safe. And I appreciate everybody that prays for me, that, you know, always messages me and lets me know, you know, that they're thinking about me, that they're praying for me. And the reason I haven't given much updates is because nothing's really going on besides the hair fallout. Still a little nauseated. Sometimes I get nauseated. Constipation can happen. It has happened to me. Some people have diarrhea. Some people have constipation with chemo. So mine's, I think, is for different reasons, because they reattached my intestines. So, you know, my body's trying to get back to where it was, but they took out a fatty bag in my intestines. So, you know, like when your body goes through certain surgeries, it just can't pick up the way it used to, or reacts different. So that's what's going on with my body. It's reacting different. I know some of you might be TMI, but to others that are going through the same situation or worse, you know, it's helpful. So, you know, for those that are going through the situation or worse, you know, I pray for you. I pray that God heals you. And I pray that, you know, it's not as painful as it is. Like it can be, depending on the amount of chemo they're giving you. Because sometimes when your cells are too low or they're giving you too much, they reduce it. Like they're monitoring you and they see how your body reacts, and it could be too much or too little, and they might end up increasing the dosage or decreasing the dosage of chemo they give you. My body is extremely sensitive. So obviously you see, like, my hair is, the follicles are, you know, I could just take it out. My body reacted really quick, you know, neuropathy, pain. Like my body is just really sensitive to chemo. And I think for most people it would be, because imagine you putting some toxic in your body that never was there in the first place. So, you know, I just, you know, when you go through things like this, now you know what other people go through, what other people with cancer are going through. So my heart goes out to people with cancer, and, you know, we're in this fight together. So you got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing through, because, you know, you can't allow cancer to think that it has won anything over you or anyone, you know. And you're fighting that good fight because you want to live, because you want to do something else, you know. I hate to say it like this, but when you go through situations like this, it puts so much stuff in perspective. Like, what do you need to do with your life? How you need to better your life? How you want to better your life? How you want to live? And so, you know, to the people who are suffering with chemo and cancer, like, my heart goes out to you, and we're fighting this good fight, and you keep fighting and you don't let up. No matter how you feel this week, you keep pushing. You know, no matter how weak you feel, you get up, you push, you know. And if you're tired, then you lay down and you rest a little bit. But in your mind, keep thinking, like, I'm gonna win this battle, you know, and you will win this battle. So until next time or next update, thank you guys for watching. What's up, Body Squad? Today is my second chemo treatment, and I forgot to tell you something. I did an 84 panel genetic testing. It's called the BRCA gene. And the crazy thing is, my BRCA gene came back all negative, like everything was negative. So I was like, how did I get ovarian cancer? And it turns out that it was not a genetic trait. It was due to the endometriosis that I had, you know, gotten ovarian cancer. You know, we all have cancer in our body. It's just not alive. It takes something like endometriosis or a sickness or something to activate those cancer cells. And, you know, and that's how you end up getting cancer, because it takes something to activate it. It can be a genetic trait. I thought, because my grandmother had ovarian cancer, my aunt has ovarian cancer, that it was something genetic, but it turns out mine wasn't genetic. Nothing came up, not colon, nothing that would say, oh, in the future you would have cancer in my BRCA gene. So yeah, but I'm pretty happy about that, and I just hope, I never get cancer again. I don't know what the future holds, but I pray to God every day, or almost every day, that I don't, get cancer, and to keep me safe. I'm not too fond of the chemo treatment, but, I know I have to do what I have to do. And, we have 2 down and 4 more to go. And, like I said before, I already started experiencing hair loss. My hair for my head, the follicles are weak. They just come out. Right now, I'm headed back home because my son thought that it was okay to just go in a thick sweater and not bring his coat. So now we have to go get his coat, bring it back. He was layered. He told us, you said that if I was layered, that I didn't have to. No, you need your coat. It's like 10 degrees. Oh. But yeah, and then after that, we're going to my doctor's office because I have to see the doctor before I do the chemo treatment. So it's the doctor at 8:30, then chemo treatment at 9:30. So yeah, I'm not too hyped up about that, but I know that this is what I have to do. So I'm gonna put this together, or just probably record a little bit more, of my chemo treatment, and then put this video up for my update. So thank you guys for watching. I'm waiting to be called from the chemo. Got my bracelet on. Let me see if I could show you why. What's the date there? The 29th. So what they're just doing, the chemo that they're just giving me is, the same every time. It's not gonna be it's just a maintenance to make sure that I don't get cancer again, but I'm kind of dreading it. 2 down, 4 more to go, but so they're just starting anti-nausea medication on me, and they ordered the chemo. Still waiting for that. They got a TV, got a little TV here, but chemo again. So this big bag right here is my 3-hour chemo, and then this is my 2-hour, 1.5 probably, and this is probably 3.5. So the first bag, they do them separately. They give you one, and then they give you the other bag. My cancer was caused by my endometriosis. I feel tired. They gave me a whole bunch of nausea medications, and then they gave me Benadryl, so I feel sleepy. But I just, do my story. I just want women to take care of themselves. Men to take care of yourself, and just always be on top of stuff. Don't let something slide because it seems so minor. Because what seems so minor can become very major, and I would hate for anyone to be in this predicament. Even though it's just a precautionary measure, it's still something. I was dreading coming to chemo. I was having anxiety and everything, but everything's all right. They were struggling to find my veins, so probably in 2 weeks I'm gonna get a port that goes in my chest, and then they're gonna take blood and whatever from there, put the chemo and get blood from there. Besides that, they have heated chairs, they have food they give you, so they take good care of you. And I think I need a nap. My eyelids are heavy. But thank you guys for watching.